Hello everybody and welcome to episode 23 of Crystals and Stuff. Let's jump right into it. We hope that you're going to enjoy the episode. See ya. And we are recording. Hello everybody, welcome to episode 23 of Crystals and Stuff. After not having such a last week and jumping into this week, I am prepared. I am ready. Are you all ready?
No.
I want to cause pain.
Now
Yes.
I'm ready.
That's why we're here.
The wasn't pulled up.
Yes.
Okay, but I am Diamond, the DM, running a homebrew D&D adventure with my boyfriend.
Hey, I'm the boyfriend, the on-demand Hispanic man, and I'm still here. Fucking try me, bitches.
Today we are joined by our friends here to kick off this episode, starting with...
Hi, it's me, Noah. I'm back to playing Varis again after last session.
Forrest.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yep.
Nope.
Nope.
Hi, I'm Forrest. I play emotionally constipated albino wizard Mikhail.
Hi, I'm Tom. And I play Ash. And, you should fear the good boy who has never been loved.
I don't
fear good boy, unfeared. Guess it's my turn now, right?
Yep.
I guess. Alright. Hey, I'm Maei. I play Triton Ward, an intimidating-looking Monk Goliath shy guy who loves magic and books. I'm scrambling today for an inspirational quote. So here's what I have so far. Hard work without talent is a shame, but talent without hard work is a tragedy. Written by Unknown, aka AI Overview on Google.
Aww.
Wise
Ew,
man
AI.
once said,
What the
the
fuck?
man who runs
What
in
the
front of the
fuck?
car gets tired, and the man who runs behind the car gets exhausted.
Okay.
Okay, I feel like that's
Be grateful
exactly
and eat your
Ash.
slop, okay? Just eat your
Alright,
fucking
alright.
slop.
No, I expect a better one in 2 weeks from now because
Next
we
time
won't
I'll
have
be
crystals
prepared.
next week. Now, if everyone is ready, let's do some crystals and stuff. All right.
By stuff we beat drugs. Yay!
Okay.
Oh,
No.
No. Last week.
Maybe a little drugs.
No.
depends on the drug.
Last week.
Are hash browns a drug?
No.
You guys ran into a bit of a predicament thanks to the deck of many things, to a custom card I had added to the deck where you all had swapped bodies. And it was funny. It was funny until you got to, you went to the Empire to continue your quest to look for the phylacteries for this glitch, and killed like half of the kingdom due to a flood. But it's not your fault.
50% survival rate? Not bad.
Not bad. But
Not bad.
the residents wouldn't say that, but some of them aren't
You know
even
what they
alive.
say? It could
Yeah, but
have
they're just
been
NPCs.
worse.
Only half of them really care.
Because the other half aren't fucking alive anymore.
But okay. Yeah, so you guys caused basically that and dipped as soon as it got bad. But you have one of the phylacteries now. That's the important
Yay.
bit.
Only 4 more.
Only 4
go.
more. You continued down the road towards the mountains, to where you presume next stop would be Triton's father. But you guys are at the base of the mountain. It's currently early morning. Mikhail had just gotten into a fight with Leto over him training Anemone and breaking her arm. Whether it was on purpose, on accident, no, we don't really know. But it ended up with them. They fought. Leto decided to head back to Dragon Guard, and everyone was kind of just decompressing.
Triton and Amber had a little nice duet.
Yeah. But it's now a little later in the morning, so the sun's coming up, and hopefully everyone is well rested.
Varis would still definitely be the last one to wake up. He's fucking comatose. He always sleeps in.
Mikhail's been awake since that fight this morning, and he's just been kind of slowly packing all of the stuff without trying to wake everybody else up.
Ashton is still in the woods.
Mikhail, are you outside?
Yeah.
You will definitely see Belle is up and just looking at the rest of the embers go away, taking a swig, and eating a little bit of dirt.
As you do. I'm gonna ignore him.
Triton is reading one of his very many books that are in his backpack.
Alright. Around this time, I would say Anemone probably actually fully wakes up this time. Her arm is fine. Belle healed it. It's good. She kind of just stays.
And Anemone turns over and sees Varis like slumped over in the most uncomfortable sleeping position you can possibly imagine.
Like the
Is
He's like
meme of
face
Patrick.
down, ass up, just on the
Oh.
floor.
I was thinking of the image of Patrick sleeping on Squidward's couch with his mouth agape.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that you guys had cots so that like Varis is just slightly about to fall off of it so that she could like nudge him off and like he would fall. But that would be mean. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
She's kind of just gonna slowly go to the door and try not to wake Varis up as she looks out the door of the tent and kind of rubs her eye.
Yeah, Varis is a brick when he's sleeping. He will not wake up unless someone like shakes him.
She's gonna see
So
Belle and Triton awake and kind of wave.
good morning, small child. One moment. He holds up his finger and then looks back at his book, and then he starts like grazing his finger over the page as if he misread something. If Bell Bottom would like to roll a perception.
Also looking right after he like does the hay, but with the frickin' flask in his hand. Perception. That's a natural one. I close both of my eyes as I look at you.
All right.
Anemone's just
Phenomenal.
gonna walk over to Mikhail as like he's loading things into the cart and kind of just poke his arm.
He'll kind of like glance over at her and give her like a small smile. Morning, kid.
Morning. And she's kind of gonna like glance at the cart and kind of look around. Are we leaving?
Eventually. Kind of impatient right now.
Varis is still sleeping. He looks weird.
Right. And Mikhail's gonna set down the tarp that he had packed into the cart and walk over. And he's gonna lightly extend a leg and kind of like, you know how some people like lightly nudge someone with their foot, like kicking, but like not
Yeah.
really kicking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mikhail's doing that.
5 more minutes.
Get up.
Who the fuck is my... Oh, good morning, handsome. Is it time to go already?
I'm
I must
going
have
back
slept
to.
through the morning's pleasantries.
I'm going to continue to ignore you.
He sticks his tongue out at him.
Triton's gonna close his book with one hand. Well, I think I have a very nice idea. And he's gonna walk over to the tent. Good morning, everyone. I have some pleasant news, which I'm not going to share with you, but I'm going to show you in one
the squirrel
moment.
finally.
Huh?
Did you kill the squirrel finally?
No, this has nothing to do with the squirrel. I have something special for everyone. He's going to go back to the fire, and he's going to plop his backpack down, and following what he read up, he's going to take a bit of his rations, and he's going to not scavenge, but he's going to makeshift a special little dish for you guys. He's gonna split it. And all right, everyone, I present to you homemade hash browns made out of various types of goodies and rationable food. It does not look like hash browns.
Give
He looks at the fucking plate of hash browns has been given. Are you certain this is edible?
I mean, I used most of my rations for it, so yeah, most of the stuff in this hash brown is edible.
Triton.
Good enough for me. He like takes a fistful of it and shoves it into his mouth.
Give me a performance to see how good these hash browns are.
Absolutely.
Performance.
With a minus
I could
1.
cast purified food and water.
That's an 8.
Oh god.
What
I
did
mean,
you
I
get?
think they're alright. I got an 8.
They're edible, but they're not good.
Maybe I didn't cook them long enough.
Some are a little burnt.
This tastes like sawdust.
Some are underdone. Like some are.
Well,
still
I did
cold.
use a little bit for seasoning, but like I didn't think it'd be
Simon.
noticeable.
Yeah.
I would like to try and take a bite of the hash browns and pretend that they're the most delicious thing on earth.
Give me a deception roll.
Perform.
Give me-
Yeah, roll persuasion for me.
Wait, is the
Deception.
kid
Deception.
actually going to attempt to be a nice
Deception.
person?
Can I do performance
Sure.
or deception?
Yeah.
Honestly, if it was, I mean, I'm lying, aren't I?
Yeah, you
One
are.
deceiver, deceive.
Yeah.
You know what? It's fine.
Oh my god, deceive?
This
That's
is
the natural one.
You
this is our
can't
first time making
help.
hash browns. It can only go up from here.
You literally can't help but like you just have this look on your face where like you try to say, "Oh, it's good," but like the tone and your face just
Bro,
say
wretches.
otherwise.
It's really,
Right, roll perception.
it is very starchy. So I guess it has the qualities of a potato.
Varis takes another bite. You know, I think the sawdust is growing on me, actually.
Gosh.
Well, I'm glad somebody at least, liked them. And I'm grateful you tried, Mikhail. It's okay. A tear rolls down his fucking eye.
Right, Triton. Roll
Yes.
me a perception.
Oh, okay. What am I perceiving, I wonder?
Just tell me what
That's
you
an
get.
8. What does an 8 do?
You don't see too much, but Bill's singular uncovered eye looks a little bit wet.
Oh.
Well, I'll be right back. He's gonna walk over to Bell. Hello, friend. I made you a hash brown if you'd like to try it.
He bites it. It's wetter. His eye's wetter.
What do you think?
This.
The motherfucker who eats dirt is not gonna complain about this hash brown dog.
It's delicious. It's the first cooked meal I've ever had.
Crane's eyes light up. He's gonna turn to Varis and Mikhail, and he's going to do his little Superman pose. Well, I think I have my new assistant chef over here. He's going to critique my food and see if it is edible. No thanks to you guys.
Well, it is a bit of a alchemical wonder to turn anything that isn't
let
a
him have
potato
this.
into a hash
For the
brown.
love of God, let him have this.
Well,
Ashton says it smells like shit.
well, you haven't even tasted it, so I don't want to hear it from you. To be fair, I didn't really have any potatoes in my rations, but I think I came a little close to the flavor, and I did try to season it as best as I could. And yes, the Soldust edition probably wasn't very wise, but nonetheless, at least Bell Bottom over here enjoys, and I'm grateful you guys tried it.
Of course.
Was it cooked for me before?
All right. Anyways, I think we should start packing up and getting out of here. We have a mission to do.
As you all say that and you're about to start getting ready to pack up, some of you will notice that Anemone is attempting to help load the cart with a bunch of the heavy shit that you guys brought with you.
Is
Yeah,
she
Varis is gonna
struggling?
go.
Yeah, obviously she's struggling.
Okay. Oh
Everyone's gonna
shit.
help her load the cart. I feel like this would be a lot easier if you had an extra 2 hands to lift it with.
She's kind of gonna pout and I can do it myself. And she's gonna try to pick up this box again, and she just
Okay,
can't.
go on.
Wait. I use Mage Hand to make her think that she's doing it by herself, but actually helping her with at least 10 pounds.
Okay.
All right, kid, lift with your legs, not with your arms.
Alright, so you do the mage hand thing?
Yep. It's helping her pick up 10 pounds of it at least.
Alright. She's able to, like, load it, like, at least get it onto the fucking cart. And she kind of looks all proud of herself as she looks at the group and, like, see? I did it.
Good job.
Bird's going
She
to
scrubs her
clap
hair.
ecstatically.
Anyway, I feel like it would be significantly faster if I helped you out. Not to say that you can't do it, just that it will help us get out the door quicker.
Guess.
Belle is going to fake struggle with a box. Anemone, look, I need your strong hands.
Like, she was gonna, like, hop into the cart and just let you guys do it, but then her eyes light up and she quickly goes over to Belle to help him.
Thank you. It's so much easier.
Varis smiles at Belle before helping out with the other boxes.
Alright. Before y'all hit the road, is there anything that you'd like to do?
Yeah, since I've done most of the loading that I can do and everyone else has got it covered, I'm gonna go check on Ashton.
Alright.
Fucker appeared then dipped.
You can kind of see there's a bunch of trees and rocks that have handprints in them, or fist prints. And he's just standing there looking at it.
He's not trying to be particularly stealthy or sneak up on Ashton. He's just kind of walking over. And he kind of eventually stops next to Ashton. Just kind of standing there. Waiting.
Oh, to have a friend that you love so much that you can easily turn them away. How lucky are you?
Pardon?
Your friend there, the one you just sent away. Because he may have done a little rough training with an enemy. You know, I got angry on your behalf because I wasn't thinking straight. But the more that I think about it, what are you going to do with her? It's not exactly like any of us live easy fucking lives, or that any of us have ever had a good fucking moment. She needs to toughen the fuck up to live in this world. You know, you were more angry than she was. She understood that was training, that it was an accident, but you flew off the fucking rails. Because why? You want to be bipolar? Or because that little Thren person in your head is the most stable part about you?
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Not currently. No.
Good. Don't speak about her that way to her face.
Why do you think I'm out here right now? I might be an idiot, but at least I have some social grace.
Mikhail is kind of got his usual stony expression on as he's staring at Ashton. It's kind of a mixture of a glare and emotionlessness as he kind of ponders what to say. And he just shakes his head and walks off. We'll be leaving soon. If you want to come with, feel free.
It's not like I have anywhere else to go.
And Mikhail will eventually make his way back to the group and just kind of wait quietly for whenever they're all done packing up.
You know, I mean, you're much better than I thought you would be at this. Jeez.
Like, after you guys had gotten pretty much all the things packed, she'd probably be standing on, like, in the cart looking all proud and stuff like, yeah, I helped. Like, her arms crossed.
Helped? You did most of the work.
Varis, like, squeezes her arm. If you keep up with this, you're gonna get real big and strong, you know?
Well,
I
that,
think
and
you might be.
if you drink a lot of milk too, that'll help out with your bones.
She kind of sticks her tongue out like, ew, gross.
That milk thing is a myth, by the way.
Is it really?
Thank you. It's
Mhm.
dirt. It's actually
Well-
about dirt.
Maybe
That
for
is
your case.
somehow even less true.
Dirt has fiber, but no real nutritional value.
Well, I
Can't
drank
speak
milk
for
all my life,
yourself.
and look at me. He flexes.
Alright.
Alright, I'll drive.
Are we there yet?
With a walking speed of 50, Ashton should be able to walk alongside and keep up pretty easily. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. He's not going to ride in the cart.
Anemone is actually gonna hop immediately into the shotgun seat as soon as Mikhail says that he's driving.
Varis sits in the back because he's cool.
Only cool kids sit in the back.
Got his
Oh,
legs
cool.
kicked up.
Yeah, all the cool kids sit in the back seat.
Little wheat flake in his mouth.
Yeah.
God. Oh, the hat!
He still has the hat, right?
I
He still
forget
has the
that
hat.
That hiding
Yeah.
on his face.
So has the hat, yeah.
Alright. So, where you guys are currently is just at the base of the mountain, and you're going to be heading into the mountains. Let's see. Meaning, as you go along the mountain path, you are going to end up in the Crest Hill region, which I actually haven't given a name to this region. So, we're going to call
It's
it the
Uncharted.
Uncharted, because fuck you, that's why.
Varis like looks outside the car. Yeah, what the dog doing?
What the dog doing?
And
What the dog?
most of the travel is fairly uneventful, but as you get further up into the mountains, which is like all of this is mountain, by the way, like you are in the midst, like prime fucking ambush type shit. And let's see, where is it? I didn't make a. Okay, we're gonna theater of the mind this because I apparently didn't set that as a fucking map. As you guys are traveling through, you'll start to see a abandoned looking camp. Like there used to be a village out here, it seems, and it looks like it got all fucked up and that somebody was camping here. And as you get closer, you'll notice a lot of people were possibly camping here.
would any of us recognize this?
You would.
I would.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to roll for it.
No,
Okay. Is it what I think it
it's
is?
exactly what you think it is.
Fuck me. All right.
This looks like a bad omen.
Anemone's kind of gonna like look at all the broken down buildings and everything. This place looks like shit.
Wait,
This place does
wait.
look like shit. You're absolutely right.
Wait.
Pardon me?
What happened here? Wait. Stop the cart. Please, stop the cart.
Stop the cat.
Anemone doesn't
Stop the cat.
really look phased either. She didn't think that you were talking to her, Mikhail.
Yeah, no, Mikhail like slowly turned over to look at Anemone. He was like completely shocked.
It's so funny how Varis doesn't give a single shit that she swore, and Mikhail's like, what? Varis is like, damn, you're right, G.
It takes her a
You're
minute.
sorry for that.
It takes her a minute, but then she looks at Mikhail and then she's like, huh? What?
Never mind. And he's gonna stop the cart because somebody said to stop the cart.
Raine's gonna step out the cart and look around in confusion and in awe. Well, this can't be right.
Something the matter?
Yeah, this I almost didn't recognize it. This is the clan settlement where I grew up. It's demolished.
Maybe they moved?
Yeah, I thought about that, but I didn't think it'd be this soon. I figured they'd last a little longer, like maybe a few years. I mean, this was a prime place for them to gather their materials. I didn't think they'd leave so soon. But then again, I don't know. If we can take some time to investigate this a little bit.
I mean, I suppose we
so-
have the time.
So Triton's gonna look around. Are there any like signs of struggle or blood stains or anything?
I mean, from what you know, you'd probably see a couple like blood splatters and stuff, but it kind of just looks like they packed up and left, and that the village that was here before was always this bad.
Yeah, Varis will help with investigation. That's
Yeah.
that's a 14.
I mean,
Always knew
I
that
just-
this place looked like shit, but this looks way worse. I mean, it doesn't look like anybody was fighting anyone of significance, I guess, or in a way that their lives were being threatened. It looks like they just left.
I figured as much. I figured if they were all killed off somehow, that the bodies would still be here, and that the case.
Well, I'm not gonna try and make this sound a little worse than it might seem, but some of the members of the clan like to scavenge parts, if you understand what my meaning.
Right.
But
So
there'd
you're
be
saying
more.
that a fight could have happened, and they could have just taken them.
Yeah, they like to cover up the tricks, but this is not. This isn't really something that they do. They wouldn't leave their structures behind like that.
So you're saying that it is a bit out of the ordinary.
It's a little strange, yeah. As if them leaving sooner than intended wasn't really I'm sorry. This is really confusing.
Maybe they were just rushed.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know what would cause them to leave so soon.
Bad weather conditions. I mean, we are in the mountains.
Well, we've lasted here pretty much all my life. I was raised here.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair. Either way, something must have happened to cause them to leave. If what you're saying is true.
Well, whatever
Maybe
the
they
case,
had some. Maybe they had some of your hash browns and they ran away.
well, not exactly, and that's kind of rude.
Leave
But-
Triton's hash browns alone. They would at least make good hardtack.
Well, in any case, it's kind of good that they're not here because I wasn't really expecting to be welcomed in open arms. So
Wouldn't have exactly been a pleasant family reunion from what I've heard about your family.
yeah,
Do we have any more business here then?
I guess we press forward.
I don't see anything that particularly catches my eye unless you saw anything over where you were searching.
I just remembered I did not roll for a investigation. Shall I do so now to see
Sure.
if there's anything out of the ordinary? That is a natural 3.
No, nothing out of the ordinary.
Great. Well, I don't really see anything, so I guess we can continue forward.
Word, let's get out of here.
Word.
Alright,
Um,
Mikhail will kick us back off. Send us away.
Anemone is just gonna go back to drawing like nothing happened.
Varis will need to check on what she's drawing once he gets the chance.
During the entire investigation interaction, he was kind of trying to subtly stare / watch Ashton. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Bro, in fact, wanted to know what the dog was doing.
Yeah, actually.
Ashton was just standing there with his hands still in his pockets.
Meanwhile, Anemone was making a whole big drawing of like everybody. One big drawing. That's what she's currently working on.
I like to imagine that she also draws Lino like in the background and has an arrow pointing at him that says evil and stinky.
Well, nobody really explained to her. She kind of wasn't fully awake for the whole fight thing, so she doesn't.
Yeah, obviously, so she wouldn't know like why or
Yeah.
anything.
So he's actually in the picture, and she's just none the wiser.
Yeah, figured.
And eventually you'll come down from the mountains, no trouble. You'll have at least a long rest or two within the span of getting to New Crest Hill. If there's anything specific you'd all like to do during these long rests, please let me know.
Nah.
No, Ashton just sits away from everyone.
Mikhail's gonna let everything be for now.
Yeah, Varis has nothing particularly important to do during downtime.
Raine's gonna notice something's up with the dog, and
The dog.
What the dog doing?
he's gonna ask, like, he's gonna lean over to Mikhail and whispers, like, "Is everything all right with Ashton?"
Mikhail's gonna kind of grimace and shrug dismissively.
All right, figured I'd ask. That's all my interaction.
It's time. It is time.
It's
It's-
time.
As you get further down, I don't have a vibe for New Crest Hill, unfortunately. I wasn't able, I wanted to put a vibe, but I couldn't, because Roll20 requires storage. So, as you get towards New Crest Hill, you'll see a gate and a wall and stuff. It's about probably mid-afternoon, And as you approach the gate, they kind of just open it. No, the guards don't really stop you or anything.
The breath of fresh air.
Yeah, like, they genuinely just kind of seem welcoming. Let me grab your guys' tokens really quick, because I forgot to do that. Whoopsies.
Yay.
While you're doing that, one prestigious guard just says, "You," with the spear pointing at the cart.
My God.
"You're trespassing. You're not supposed to be here."
Supposed to be here.
Other guys are
Let
just
it
like, no,
go,
no,
Johnny."
it's fine. Sorry, he's new.
Yeah, basically.
Ashton would just say, "And how are you going to fucking stop me?"
"Well, sorry, sir."
He's got a spear and a dream.
Fucking... yeah.
And a helmet
Bro's
that's too
fucking
big for
mad
his head.
shit for someone who wasn't there during the Strahd fight.
Shit for someone with only 8 HP.
And
Anyways.
as you go through the gate, it's kind of like this narrow area, and you'll see somebody approach in civilian clothing, and you don't recognize him at first as he goes up. Hi, welcome to New Crest Hill. Ah, hey guys. And he
Hello
kind
again.
of awkwardly waves as he now he feels underdressed. Does he...
Oh, hey. Wait, hold on. I forgot his name.
Cathos.
You
This
look
is-
He stares him up and down.
normal.
I mean, I'm in my hometown, so
Fair enough.
This is New Crest Hill?
yeah, welcome to New Crest Hill.
Did
Did Ashton meet Cathos or no?
No,
Athos, that's
not
Oh,
really.
okay.
okay.
You kind of remember
mean,
him from the fight.
He was there for the fight, but that was
with
That
it.
was for the
Dimitri,
fight, yeah.
Well, boy, oh boy, aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
What have you guys been up to? It's been a bit.
Mostly just traveling. Nothing super important.
Triton recalls the memory of the dam, and he immediately has a 1,000-yard stare.
Varis like, slowly turns to Triton with a fucking death glare in his eyes.
He's gonna keep his head position, but he's gonna just sharply look at you, and then look back at his 1,000-yard stare location, and then back at you, and his eyes gonna
There's
twitch.
Something.
Varis like doesn't turn, but like gives Mikhail side eye.
But it might be best to talk about that with you and your mother in private.
Are you sure?
I don't know if you guys should ever be in a room ever on your own, because the last conversation you have with my mom, she doesn't.
What conversation was that?
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw that from the balcony. That shit was hilarious.
She kind of
Wait, you
almost
come
started
scared
a
with-
fight with you during the ball thing that we were attending. Something.
Still doesn't ring a bell. Sorry.
Okay,
Rage bait Cathos' mom any percent.
we're not gonna worry about it. I will say, if this has anything to do with Dimitri, we're going to be tracking him and going out to get him shortly. Don't mention
It's like
any...
90% unrelated.
Okay. I was about to say, just don't mention it to my mom.
Fair enough.
Right. I don't know if I can promise that.
Try your best.
Thank you for not talking to my mom. I know it took restraint.
I know. No, I'm not gonna say that.
Wait, you did say his mom was a baddie.
I was literally- I was
When?
literally gonna make the joke.
When?
During the
What?
ballroom introduction.
I don't remember that ever happening.
I remember it. I remember.
I think it was out of
distinctly.
character. Out of character.
Fucking
Should have seen her when she was in her prime.
Oh my god.
What do you mean she
oh
isn't a
my
prime?
god.
She's always in her prime.
She's always
She's always in her prime.
She's always been in the prime.
Stop hitting on my.
Forrest,
Sorry. Sorry.
I will send Dimitri here right now.
Sorry.
All I.
I'm sorry I got your character pregnant, okay?
Whoa.
I'll
Then
kill
there
you
when
too.
Strawn was happening. You were the DM.
All I can imagine
Yeah.
is if Cathos could hear you guys right now, he'd be like, "Stop hitting on my mom."
So
What a
Ash is gonna
nerd.
go up to him and say,
How
You
old
know,
is your
I
dad?
heard your
Too
mom
old for
was
you,
hot.
and he's married.
Oh my
Stay away from my dad. Stay away from my dad, you guys.
Oh.
Yeah, it'd be a little bit funny. I mean, Alana doesn't have a husband. Claude doesn't have a wife. Maybe they like.
No.
Claude's dying.
You're kind of spitting, actually.
Claude is
No.
dying.
I mean, if Triton weren't taken, he'd be a cougar magnet.
Oh my. Fuck.
Oh my god, we have derailed this so fast anyway.
Anyway.
I hate you all.
I know.
It's been a while. I'm rusty.
I'm hurting all of you.
Alright, I have to fucking get this shit. But as
Ashton's. Yep.
no,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Ash will just say, "So are we just gonna stand around and do nothing, or are we gonna actually accomplish something today?"
No, actually, we're going to go and have a house tour of his house. Isn't that right?
We're gonna go to my house, but please, it's not necessarily a tour. Please don't touch anything in my house.
Depends on the
Right.
object.
That
Alana,
was an
it's not an
in-character snicker, by
object.
the way.
Where the fuck is it? Oh wait, it's in my tokens. That's
Before we leave, please tell me you guys can see that that thing on the building.
stop it.
No.
No, you know what? Go ahead.
Do
Say
you
it.
see,
I fucking dare you. I
Do you see
fucking
that-
dare you.
do you see that large tentacle compass looking thing with where it says patreon.com/Dr. Mapzo?
That's the Patreon watermark. It's in every single town we go to. I sort of ignore them after a while.
Both of you
Oh,
take a
who's-
d6 of psychic damage.
Hold on. Before I do that, whose patron is it? It's kind of scaring me.
Might be the Grey Goblins.
Alright, psychic damage. How do I take psychic damage?
Just roll a
Just roll a
d6.
d6.
I don't know,
Oh, okay.
Roll a d-fucking-6.
Okay, alright. I got a 1.
Now I gotta animate that. Just Triton pointing up at a compass that has like flailing tentacles and a flag
His
that says
fingers shaking in the
Patreon.com.
air.
No fucking way, you
One.
both rolled ones.
One.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill you both, and then
Nah.
kill
And
you
then
again.
kill you again.
Anyway.
Sorry, had to do it.
As you guys are led through Newcrest Hill, it seems like a festival is going on, or people are preparing for one. The streets are a little crowded, there's a lot of decorations, and then as you get to the residential area, you'll come across this nice house with a bunch of flowers and stuff on the outside, and Cathos is going to stop at the door and look at you all. Now, it's not just my mom, it's like, please don't fuck up. Please. Because it's not just
Nope.
my mom, it's also everybody from her old party that's here.
Knowing these guys, they probably will.
Wait a minute, you're talking about the party? Like
Yeah.
the ones who killed Strahd party?
Yeah.
I'm honored. Listen, I'm a changed man. I will do no dirty tricks or piss anyone off inside of this house intentionally.
He kind of gives you a look. I don't know if I believe that.
Listen, if anything happens, it is entirely by accident.
Wait, is this like some kind of reunion thing?
I mean, some of them live here and others are visiting, so it's kind of like a reunion. Yeah.
Are you sure it's okay that we're here? I mean, I don't want to intrude.
We're
No.
already on the front doorstep.
Yeah. It's it's only because
I would
we're-
assume if he's letting us in, there's no issue.
It
I mean,
yeah,
I
it's
guess so.
not a total big deal. It's just the festival is currently going on at the moment, so my mom thought it was a good time for a reunion. Everyone agreed, so here we are. um, he kind of looks a little nervous as he looks at the door. Let's go inside. Let's go
Right.
inside. And as you all head in, it's very homey. Like, you'll actually see a couple of like drawn or painted, professionally done portraits of like there's Alana, there's the old party, like all around the house, like on the walls of the hallway. And he's gonna gesture for you all to follow into the living room. And as you all walk into the living room, you're going to see Alana, Lila, Renesmee, Archer, like all kind of just sitting and talking to each other. Sorry to intrude. And Alana's gonna look over. Oh, no problem, Cat. Oh, and she's gonna notice the rest of the party. Oh, guests. And she's kind of gonna glare when she sees Mikhail.
Mikhail will meet her gaze, but not necessarily, like, look ashamed or uncomfortable. He's just kind of perceiving her.
Meeting you back at the Empire. Well, not meeting you. We didn't actually get properly introduced, but I saw you.
Triton slowly raises his hand sheepishly, and he's gonna wave. Hello.
Hi. And Lila's gonna like look at Cathos like, oh, what the fuck is going on? Like, hey guys, what's going on? What are you doing here?
Just looking for a place to stay. We're on the way over to someplace else. We're just
No.
stopping here in the meantime.
We're not looking for a place to stay. We're not asking to...
Not in here specifically.
He's gonna glance over to Alana. There's some important developments that might concern your town.
That as well.
She's gonna kind of look at Rena's. I don't have tokens for them. I apologize. Archer.
You can do
Renesmee.
circles.
I'm
You
just
can do
gonna write
circles.
circles, but she's gonna look at her friends a little concerned, and then at the party. What do you mean?
There's a particular... There's no delicate way to put this. We're on our way to defeat a lich.
Around here?
Sort of. We're gathering the phylacteries first, and one of them happens to be in this general location.
We have one, we just need 4 more.
Alana is going to look very concerned. And then look at Renesmee. Renesmee, you had said there was something off about the farmlands going on, correct?
Right. None of the crops were growing properly. Been having to grow them in strange patterns. Actually had to write a few letters back home to my mum and my dad to ask about it.
Could that be the source? If there's something going on in the nearby forests of the fields?
Your guess is as good as mine. I haven't touched magic in years.
Alright.
Well, if you have any information that you could possibly share, we wouldn't mind. We wouldn't mind helping with any problems, or if you help us figure out the situation, maybe it'll lead us to where we need to be, and it'll help you in the long run.
Well, I wouldn't mind bringing all of you over to investigate the area, although how urgent is this quest of yours?
I'd say it's pretty urgent,
Um,
but
Not
not
sure
not
if this is
not
anything
not
that you
that
want to.
not
Sorry,
that
continue.
urgent. It's not that urgent.
We don't entirely know how urgent it is. It's not really something that you can easily gauge, but ideally we deal with it as soon as possible in case, it does end up being urgent.
Alright then. And he-
because, that whole guy that destroyed an entire village in front of us with a big old meteor.
Yeah,
Uh,
it doesn't seem like it's something that you want to sit on for a while. Not
Hey,
asking all of
Di-
you to suddenly come out of retirement, but it would be greatly appreciated.
Hey, Diamond.
Yeah.
Since Bellbottom mentioned something about a meteor, would anyone from New Crest Hill have, seen that the other day a while back?
They probably um they probably heard about it. The word probably got spread.
Yeah. Renesmee is kind of... He looks a little paler than before as he kind of, nods and puts his glass of juice down on the table. I had to specify.
Sober.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he kind of gives Irina a peck before shuffling her off of him so he can get up. All right. I can take you to my place to investigate the forest, although not really guaranteeing any help. I am extremely rusty.
Well, any help would be really appreciated.
Good enough for me.
Cathos is gonna step up. I can grab my gear.
You don't have to do that, son. It's quite all right.
And Alana's kind of gonna give Cathos a glare. Let them handle it. They're here for it, aren't they? Sure, yeah.
As Renesmee is making his way towards the door, he's gonna ruffle Cathos's hair a little bit.
He just looks bummed out.
All right.
Or before we all leave, Belle's gonna hang back real quick and just give Cathos a jar that is his possession to remember me by. And he winks, but it's really just a blink because he has the eye patch. And then
Yeah,
walks.
true.
He's gonna hold the jar confused. What? Wait, what do I do with this?
Personal item. Just know that. Wink, blink.
Okay.
He lifts up his eye patch aggravatedly to wink aggressively.
Personal item.
Okay, sure. I guess the weirdest thing I've been given.
Kid doesn't know anything about magic. And then just walks.
As
Yeah,
you all were
Renesmee is
talking,
Curious.
Anemone kind of circled move. Anemone was looking at all the pictures and stuff. She wasn't with the group as they were all talking. She got bored pretty easily.
Yeah.
And then as she sees everybody's about to start shuffling out, she immediately runs over and is ready to go.
Oh. Hello, small child.
Hold up. And she's kind of gonna wave.
Is this one of your wards?
Mikhail, do you want to explain?
Mikhail emerges in the doorway and he's Not particularly.
We found them on the streets. Figured it would be better if we took them in rather than whatever else could happen on the streets.
Huh. Interesting. And Renesmee says nothing more on the matter and heads out the front door. Although you can make an insight check if you want to.
Sure, why not? I have a plus to that. 21.
Yeah, Renesmee is mildly disturbed or uncomfortable at the idea of a child being a part of an adventuring party as young as she is.
Yeah.
Not mildly. He's very upset about it. He's just doing his best job masking it.
Yeah, makes sense.
As you all are kind of leaving, Lila's gonna like whisper to Archer, yeah, they've kind of been carrying that kid around with them for the whole time. I think a lot of them need therapy personally.
Looks like I need to come out of retirement then.
Could I hear that? Could I try to roll to hear that?
I feel like Ashton should be able to hear that with his dog ears.
There is no therapy around that will cure this cavalcade of fuck-ups.
Is this 19?
Well, I haven't had
does
an
19
unsatisfied
contribute?
customer yet.
Before Triton heads out, as everyone's walking out the door, he's gonna walk over to Cathos and he's going to say, or he's gonna try and whisper, Cathos, are you sure you would you like to come with us?
He's kind of gonna glance at Alana, Archer, and Lila to make sure they're not paying attention.
He's gonna look back, trying to be inconspicuous, but he's just like, I'm sure we could use your help, and get you out the house.
Yeah, Alana's not fully paying attention. Lila, on the other hand, that's enough. She kind of notices what's going on and like winks and like kind of makes a hand movement, like go.
Trent's gonna look back and then do like that really aggressive wink. It's like, well, what do you say? Would you like to come? Would you like to come with us?
Would you say Archer notices Noah?
Wait, notice, what? Sorry, I was typing.
Them trying to hint at Cathos to like go and follow anyway, despite the fact that Alana told him not to.
I mean, even if he did, he wouldn't, like, particularly care that much. He's, he's Archer. He's not particularly, like, hard-headed or adamant about a lot of stuff. I want to say that Archer is like, man, it's really insane that something is happening so soon right after we just got done dealing with Straw. And it's like, that was 10 years ago. And it's like, really?
Yeah, it's been
I
10
didn't notice.
years.
Time passes so fast for me. Because, like, Archer's been alive for over 200 years. Like,
yeah. But
it's like a dip in the bucket for him.
Cathos is going to whisper, I'll be out there, just give me a few.
Yeah, I'll try to distract them.
Alright, so the party and Renesmee all leaves as you head out towards the woodland kind of area of the town. Like, you'll see a lot more crops and just less houses,
I will say that there was a small amount of time while Cathos was talking with Triton that Renesmee was like apologizing to Alana and the rest of the party for having to leave so early to help the new party, but he couldn't ignore it, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Pleasantries.
Fair.
And
Crossover episode is peak.
as you get out to the kind of area that has been having the most issues, let's see, where the fuck did it go? Cathos will fucking quickly run over and be like, okay, I'm here. I mean,
Ah, look who
Well,
decided to show up.
It took you long enough.
I had to sneak away, and then he's gonna look at Renesmee like, please don't tell my mom.
You'd better make a very good argument for me not to.
Hey, it's all right. I kind of tried to convince him to come along.
That's not a very good argument.
It's my responsibility, really. I tried to well, yeah, you're right.
Well, if you think about it, you're rusty, and I have buttloads of experience.
I suppose that is true. Your mother's gonna kill me if anything happens to you, though. You know that, right?
Nothing's gonna happen to me. She treats me like I'm still a kid.
Well, I mean, you're what, 25?
I'm an adult.
Yeah. I suppose that's good enough. Alright.
Only 10 of us here. I'm sure we'll be fine.
To be fair, he's quite the adamant fighter. I've seen it somewhere. I'm not going to disclose where, but I've seen it, and it's pretty great.
I don't know.
Admittedly,
I
if he wasn't there during the fight, I'm sure you're thinking about, we probably all would have gotten our asses kicked, so I have him to thank for that.
Even though I wasn't really... I technically wasn't a part of that fight. I did catch a glimpse.
Can we please stop
Triton, you
talking
killed,
about
man.
this
Be
fight?
so for real.
Yeah, I'd rather stop talking about this fight. It's bringing back memories that I've tried to decompress.
You know, those men had families. Not that it matters, but
What? Fight?
No, we're not talking about it.
It's nothing.
Let's figure out what's going on with the woods, huh?
yeah, that fight wasn't important anyways.
Yeah, agreed.
Ah, right. Well, the majority of the weirdness in the crops, it happens in these sort of wavy patterns on the ground. I'm wondering if my memory serves me correctly. I'm gonna roll history for Renesmee.
Alright.
Because he hasn't been a wizard in a long time. He's only got a +2 to intelligence.
What a guy.
Ah, that's okay.
Not bad.
I think the arcane energy, the weave, all of that, it's like a fabric, but it also moves through the air similar to sound, if I remember correctly. That's the best explanation I have. Maybe the phylactery is causing waves in the weave. But this is where it was least potent, and the waves make it hard to detect the direction in which you should be looking. It's more of a wide sweep of this general area.
You think it's underground somewhere?
I wouldn't rule out the possibility, but I couldn't say for sure.
Fuck.
And as you say that, you'll all start to feel rumbling from underneath you. Like something is moving under the ground. Something
I'm
big.
a fucking genius.
Oh shit, not again.
And then you'll see burrowing from over here. And for the sake of simplicity, I'm using this token.
It's a bullet!
It's the Bagman!
It's not the Bagman! Alright.
It's the Bagman!
It's Strahd!
Lemuel did not die for this.
What does that have to do with anything?
Flamul had to fight a bullet and got traumatized.
Oh.
Yeah.
He got buried
He
in
almost
sand.
drowned in sand.
I'm not going to bury you guys in the fucking dirt. What the fuck?
PTSD, the remembering disease.
You want me to describe it?
Yes, please.
When it appears, it looks jagged. Like, its eyes have black veins coming out of the bottom, and along its spine, you can see protrusions of its own bones. It looks crooked, malnourished, disgusting, but it looks like it's something with that used to be very close to nature.
Can we tell what kind of... Is it a worm? Or...
It is a humanoid.
Oh.
Guys, what the hell is that thing?
Fuck if I know.
I have
Uh,
no-
Gonna maybe do a attempt at history.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Mikhail's gonna put both of his hands.
Yeah,
dig them.
20!
Wow.
Mikhail's gonna dig both of his hands into the dirt and try and do an arcana check. Vibe check the arcane essence around that worm.
You roll Arcana. I'm gonna explain the thing for Noah real quick.
Wait. Before you do that, I would also like to mention that Triton's going to quickly set down his backpack, pull out a book, and start flipping through pages to see if he knows anything about this creature.
Roll investigation. I would assume if you're looking through a book,
Or
because you're looking.
Investigation. That's a 3. Okay, never
Alright,
mind.
But
Noah
yeah, you got
first.
fucked. Noah, you can remember a very odd fact that you don't even remember how you fucking remember this shit. But when the soil, the very earth is corrupted by something dark, and the druid that is connected to that area, they become dark with it. They get corrupted by the very earth that they're connected to.
This is a
Mikhail-
corrupted druid?
Yes, Mikhail, you can feel that there is ominous dark magic in this soil.
Okay. Anything else other than the nature of the magic? Like, is the source that humanoid or?
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
it appears. Actually, give me a perception, really quick.
Word.
So I need control
I
of the
got
token, babe.
plus
Oh,
10
yeah.
to that.
Perceive.
So, dirty 20.
I perceive. It is a
16.
3.
It's a corrupted druid.
Oh, shit
I didn't think that
rolls.
the knowledge
Does
would actually come in
Ashton-
handy, but I read that in one of the random pages inside of a magic book I was reading.
Does
What are you asking, Ashton?
Ashton want to make a perception on the druid creature that just emerged
He-
from the ground?
He doesn't care.
Okay. Well, for everybody except for Triton, I suppose, and Ashton.
Yeah, I got a 3.
You'll notice that there is something off about the chest of the creature, like there seems to be something glowing.
Oh, crystal?
No.
Now, ominous green, not a crystal, more spherical in shape.
Oh, it's the fucking phylactery!
Guys, I think we're gonna have to kill this thing.
That's what we're looking for. Oh.
Damn.
Right.
Triton says.
Renesmee pats himself down. Did he remember to bring anything, Diamond? I don't.
He was just
I
there.
don't think he would have.
No, he's just there shooting the shit, and so Cathos is like, "You might want to run back. I got this."
No. You are not going anywhere. I have to see the legendary hero fight this thing. Here, take one of my short swords.
Okay. He's gonna take
Stone
one of his
grinding
swords.
sound effect from Cathos.
Oh boy. I didn't make a character sheet for Renesmee. I'm sorry, Diamond. I
Yeah,
forgot.
Ashton's going to immediately jump to 50 feet and just swing.
All right,
Swing!
we are going into initiative. So
Yay.
And well, can he do this as
Before,
like this?
yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so he would like to rage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also, did I ever
And-
establish what Varis's parents' names were? Sorry, continue. I'll address that later.
No, I don't think you did.
As Ashton rages, you could all see he grows a bit taller, his muscles bulge out, and his face elongates.
Oh my.
Ooh, wolf. Wolfing out.
I'm baby praying on you tonight.
And you down, eat you alive, just like it. Oh wait, I can't say anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Scream.
You
Yep.
want to fucking
Copyrighted.
copyright my ass? Yeah.
But yeah, the reason why I mentioned that is because The short
Oh, nat
sword
20.
that is
Nice.
tossed to Renesmee has the name Damien on it.
Oh,
And the remaining short sword, which Varis is using, has the name of Maria on it. One for each of his
Maria!
Damien and Maria Stonewall.
Okay, so you want me to do my attack? Okay.
Yeah,
He would
sure.
be recklessly attacking and Great Weapon Master.
All right.
Okay, then. So
that's funny.
okay, I believe Great Weapon Master does -5. So does a 23 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay, then. So that's going to be 13, 17, 27 damage with the first attack.
My word.
And the second one, nope, that definitely doesn't hit.
Nope.
I can guarantee you a 12 does not hit.
It does not.
Yeah. He's just so angry.
Bro is pissed.
All right, and that was that your turn, or was that the rolls from
That-
before?
That was the rolls from before.
Okay, so now do your actual turn.
Okay. Okay.
Monster rolled a 13, by the way.
Oh shit, I forgot about the monster.
Yeah.
The monster, rah, rah, rah.
Alright.
I am the monster, I am the monster, I am the monster, rah rah rah.
Okay, so he is going to be first attack. Also, reckless, Great Weapon Master.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm going to use my inspiration on that one.
He's
Does an
Okay.
18 hit?
That's 18. Just hits, yes.
Okay, so that's going to be 19 plus 3. So that would be 32 damage on the first attack.
There you go.
Ooh, I don't. Wow, I am rolling terrible. I'm going to use another inspiration.
all right.
Nope, that doesn't hit. Wow. Okay, and then my bonus action, I get to make an attack. Okay, that one hits.
We got there.
Yeah. So 14 plus. So that would be 27. So just assume that I am relentless attacking and using Great Weapon Master going forward.
All the time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So all attacks always have advantage on you.
And that's your turn.
I have 143 health. I'm fine.
You'll live,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's your turn, Tom?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. Varis'
Yeah.
turn.
Hell yeah! Doesn't show me on initiative for some reason, but that's fine. So yeah, I'm not gonna be able to make it to where I want to be without using a bonus for dash. Hang on. I actually need to do the measure. If I only have 30, yeah, I can't make it at all. So yeah, I will just use my bonus action dash. It's unfortunate because I wanted to use fucking action surge. Oh no, wait! It doesn't cost a bonus to use action surge. I'm fine. I'm just stupid. It's okay. So because I'm going first, before the monster, all of my attacks against it have advantage. I'm going to attack it with my short sword.
Okay.
I will fish for a crit because I know that hits. Nope. Okay. Because 21 does hit, right?
Yes.
The only reason why Tom's running was because of Great Weapon Master. So that is going to be 12 plus sneak attack because of my advantage. Is going to be a total of 24. Then for my second attack of the turn, also advantage. That's a dirty 20, which I believe also hits. Regular damage, 9 plus sneak attack for a total of 17. Then we're going to use Action Surge to take yet another attack. Also advantage. That's a natural 20, so that's a crit.
Nice.
So that's going to double both my short sword and my sneak attack damage. So 12 and 10 is 22, multiplied by 2 is 44. Then we're going to use Shackles of Bloodletting to take 1d4 of damage and take yet another attack, also with advantage. I take 4. I think this is like one of the first times I've actually taken max damage on the Shackles of Bloodletting damage.
Yeah.
That's a dirty 20. Let's roll for Nat. Wrong Nat! So that is 9 plus 17 for a total of, I can do math, 26. Alright, and that is all the damage I can do in this turn. I end my turn.
Okay.
Christ, dude.
I haven't totaled all of that, but, oh yeah, just 17.
I mean, I totaled mine and it was 86 damage in total.
Triton's
Yeah.
turn.
But I'm
Right.
assuming you jotted all those down, so you would have had the total regardless, right?
I was
So-
putting the damage numbers.
Okay, good. Thank you. Makes my life easier.
So after the initial shock of being introduced to a new monster, Triton immediately gets his shit together and looks at his fists and realizes that he has new gauntlets he's yet to try out.
True.
Oh shit! Yeah, I've been meaning to try these, and he hits his fists together and charges to the beast.
Ashton got
And-
to use them before he did.
Yeah.
That's right.
We're not going to talk about that. So I'm going to punch this guy. Guys, I'm going to punch him with an unarmed strike. Holy shit, does a 30 hit?
God damn. Of course it does.
And a plus 11 to the hit DC. Alright. So guys, I hit him
Yeah.
for a total
Yeah.
for a
Sure
total
did.
of 9 damage.
9.
9 damage.
You should deal more damage with a 30.
That
I'm gonna
feels
use- I'm gonna use my bonus action for flurry.
Okay.
Remember,
Another
we also
30,
have
gang.
stunning
Another 30.
Jesus Christ.
Did you know you have 30 minutes? 30 minutes.
So
How
the
did we
first
get here?
hit, the first hit was an 11, and the second one was a 10.
Okay.
So, wait, shit. Oh man. Okay, yeah. That'll be my turn for now.
Okay.
So he's just gonna
Alright.
he's just gonna punch him full force with a left hook, and then he feels immeasurable power right now, and he went in for the gut punches, the double gut punch.
All right.
Let's go.
Amber's
Real
turn.
quick.
Oh,
Real quick. You punched him with your fist, correct?
no.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Oh.
Uh-oh.
okay, all right.
Shit, do I have anything?
Does a 19 is 19 okay?
That just fails.
Oh,
It's a 20 DC! Oh!
If you're hitting straight
no, I
hands,
rolled it.
yes,
I
No,
rolled
because
it. Check.
the gauntlets,
rolled
babe,
a
the
check.
gauntlets.
still straight
yeah,
hands.
I accidentally
They're
accidentally
still-
rolled a
yeah.
check.
Still technically
Does
straight
that-
hands, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, roll the save.
Rolling save, deck save. Hold on. Wait. Roll it, please. Can I roll it? There we go. A 26.
That succeeds. You take half damage. While it literally just scratches you. It does literally 4 damage. When you go in for the hit. Remember,
Okay.
he's protruding bones
That's true.
from out his body. So it just
It just
scratches you for this little
scratches
4
my
damage,
knuckle?
literally nothing. Not
Okay.
your knuckle because the gauntlets are covering it. It's the little piece by like your actual forearm that just gets a little scratched, a little blood.
Ah, shit.
Owie. That
Well,
hurt.
that hurt a little bit.
Alright. Now it's Amber's turn. So,
Let me open that up real
Please
quick.
Please go easy on my baby.
Where is it? Yeah, this is Amber right here. We're just gonna look.
she doesn't have to be
like-
involved in the combat.
What
That's
the
true.
fuck? And then just walk away.
All right, guys, I'm out of here.
I'm not
Yeah, yo,
dealing with
this-
that. Sorry.
Damn, yo, this shit's crazy.
Because she's never
Leaves.
like been in combat before, right?
That is true.
Yeah.
She
well,
has once or twice.
she's
But
been
not
friends
against
What?
this.
around.
Not
She's
against
never
like
seen
this.
something that has its own bones out.
I'm
Yeah, I'd
quoting that.
imagine-
I'm quoting that.
That's not
I
even
imagine
my
you should be
thing. I stole it
terrified.
from a YouTuber that I liked.
Once or
Oh,
twice.
never mind.
Alright, bell bottom.
Okay, time to actually show the power that I made Bell. So he is going to... Actually, how fucking far away is Bell? Let me pull out this handy dandy hit. 40 feet?
Foul villain, dirt blast.
No, you're
Does
about to see some crazy
but it's
shit, I
just
hope
sand
you know.
or dirt.
He's going to... you have to actually move. Walk up. At least right here, because that's about all he can do. And then he is going to cast Scorching Ray, but you can see that he takes a moment as it starts to begin to flame and turn into fire. As it's starting to turn into electricity instead, and then you see his singular eye glow with a blue flame, and then it turns to electrical shock. And he's going to use his what is it called? Hold on. Channel Divinity. To do the max damage it can possibly do.
Bro, talk to
And
the
he's
god.
Yeah, he's transmuting it into a lightning spell, and it's 4 beams, so 6, so 12 times 4. He immediately does 48 damage to the monster.
Unfamiliar
And
with Bell Bottom's
it
game.
all hits because bro has mad high shit. Love you, Bell. And that's his turn. Nobody's hurting.
Nice.
La Cruchora's turn.
Triton,
Oh shit, I got him up again. Okay.
Triton
He's
sees
just gonna
this-
look
sees
around.
the shit that happened with Bell Bottom. He's like, what the f-?
You can see its riddled, cracked staff starts to merge with its body as it starts to take upon a form decrepit and disgusting. As it becomes larger, it starts growing fur. It resembles a bear, but wrong. Its head is too long, its one arm is a bit shorter, and its face is open with its jaw hanging by a thread as the bones start to jag it out slightly.
You.
It's gonna turn around to Varis. And it's gonna bite ya.
It's gonna bite ya.
I'm gonna bite ya.
Where is the bite?
Fuck away from me, I bet you have rabies.
Nom, 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 nom.
I don't want my shots.
I don't want my shots. I'm
No
scared
one's
of
gonna
needles.
Vaccine!
Hey, Varis.
Oh no.
Yeah?
This is a natural 20 hit.
Yes, does.
No.
always hits. Natural 20 is
No.
automatic hit.
hits. I think
Nuh-uh.
it hits.
That 20 hits guaranteed.
As it goes for the bite, it feels weird when it bites you because it can't fully close its jaw. But what it does is it produces bones out of the gaping maw that it has where it can't actually connect its jaw to bite you, and it deals 20 points of damage.
That's
Owie!
with the crit.
Ouch.
I
Wait, no,
am
that's without the
going-
crit. My bad.
So yeah, that's 40?
I just had
Yeah.
to open my big ass
Alright,
fucking mouth.
I'm
Yeah,
using
that's
my
pretty-
reaction to have that.
Yeah, that was 14 damage.
Fuck that!
Literally just a D.
So yeah, I only take 20.
It's just 2d10 because of the bones. It adds a little extra. And then it's going to use its bonus action to eat one of its spell slots to give it 5 temporary health points.
That's such a shame because I just used my reaction. I was gonna say Mage Slayer is gonna be useful for once. No.
Alright.
And that's
Oh,
its turn.
Mage Slayer is so useless, man. This shit needs a buff.
Alright.
I mean, once you do 65 points of damage and it's not a bear anymore.
Do you have any fucking range shit, motherfucker?
What?
Cathos probably not.
I don't think I gave him any range.
Do you not have Flame Pillar? I thought you used that already.
No, that was the sword. Sword.
And this Cathos guy.
I'm going to kill you. Shut up. Stop dissing my boy.
He's washed! My
Man, he's
goat
not
is
as useless as Alana.
Fuck all of you.
Hey,
Maybe he should learn how to spell.
all of their characters are amazing.
Alright.
You know who would never be washed,
I mean,
though?
except
when it
Glorious
has to
King
kill
them all.
Renesmee. He's gonna lock in this fight, trust.
I'm working on it, okay? It's hard. This shit is hard. Remaking my character sheet under pressure, adding a couple levels is extremely difficult, I'll have you know.
So,
Look, I have Renesmee's sheet.
as
In D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
Well, fucking give it to me!
okay,
Okay. But the thing is, the campaign is still up.
No, it's not on my campaign list anymore. What are you talking?
all right, you guys sort that out. I'm gonna have Cathos do his turn.
Damn daddy.
As he's gonna come here, and
You deleted the character. Ooh.
we have to have room, Tom. We don't have the space.
Hi.
I don't have Infinite, and I can't afford D&D Beyond's upgrades. So yeah, I saved the PDF and then I deleted it.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I did. He's going to use the Sunblade because he has that. Does a fucking. I need a calculator open. Why do I never have a calculator open? Does a 30 hit?
Do you have to ask?
Yeah, I do actually.
Just
He's
flexing.
never
on them,
actually
but-
hit anything before, so she.
Yeah, the
They
Sunblade.
have definitely hit things before.
Other,
30 does
other than,
Okay.
other than
No,
the
I'm talking about
Sunblade-
Diamond specifically.
Yeah.
They have.
Alright. So, we're gonna fucking. So that is. Let me grab my other fucking dice, because I. Which one's a D10 again?
The one with 10 sides.
I'm working on it!
It looks like a spinning top without the little thing to spin it with.
Yeah, there's 2 of those.
Yeah, that's
Also, I hope you know,
2D10.
bro actually made his AC way lower because it's only a +2 bonus with the wild shape now because of the bones.
And a D8.
I'm really well shaped into a bear. Bro thinks it's Joshua. Get this fraud out of here.
You know
Don't
what's
make
so
me
funny?
summon bears.
My mom was driving me home from the mall, and we passed by Joshua Tree Road.
20, take 28 damage for me.
Why? What did I do?
Not you.
Not me.
The monster.
Oh,
The
okay.
monster.
It's 28 minus 16. Alright, that hurts.
And then it's gonna attack again. That is a fucking 25.
25 hits.
And then nice. 24 damage.
Damn!
And what do I have as bonus actions? As a bonus action... No,
Oh, you didn't use your bonus action to Branding Smite or Big Boy Smite?
I could.
Well, you have to have a bonus action I believe, and you
What?
could have easily knocked him out of his
You know what?
wild
You know
shape
what?
Man,
in
this
one
Cathos
Shut up!
turn.
guy, this
Shut
Cathos
up!
guy doesn't know what he's doing.
Hey, they know what they're doing perfectly fine. I'll
Alright.
bite you.
Human baby.
As if.
Sorry, that wasn't laughing at you. I was fucking.
Spells. Da. We
Yeah.
are. I'm gonna actually use Shield of Faith. Who has the lowest AC in this little gaggle of people right now?
Probably Renesmee because he's not wearing any armor.
Ashton has a 15.
You know, he's probably actually gonna use Shield of Faith at first level on Renesmee in case he does decide to get close.
Yeah, Renesmee's currently at 13 without wearing any armor.
Okay, add a +2 to your
Mikhail is
AC.
envious.
Don't say more like Shield of Fraud.
Alright, it's Renesmee's turn.
Oh, it's Renesmee's turn? I thought it was
no,
Mikhail's
it's
turn.
Mikhail's turn, sorry.
Fuck, okay.
Yeah.
Mikhail hadn't prepped any spells for fighting, weirdly enough, so he's only got, like, the lightning bolt, so yeah, he's gonna, let's see. Let me try and find a way to
With his
5,
pants
10,
down.
15, 20, 25, 30. Cool, that way it won't hit anyone, I don't.
You gotta reduce your movement speed because your pants are wet.
Perfect. And fuck you! Fuck you!
Mikhail shit their pants seeing this.
Make
You're
a
walking
dexterity
on wet
saving throw,
terrain,
you
dog.
monster
Is that
bitch!
your
What did
crystals and
I
stuff
do?
sewn up?
You
That's
are playing the monster!
That's a
You are
19.
playing. Take half damage.
So what, half of 34?
We.
Mikhail. As you hit them with the lightning, you can see the outer bare shell starts to dissolve. It doesn't mystically disappear, it falls off in clumps as it starts to disintegrate when it hits the floor. Chunks of meat just fall. It sounds wet, but it also looks like all of the blood is completely coagulated and dried.
Ugh.
Mm.
Thanks,
Maybe you should
man.
tell me your skincare
And
routine so I
clumpy.
know to avoid it.
Look at you with a broken jaw.
And yeah,
Ugh.
that's Mikhail's whole turn.
Okay, now it's Renesmee's turn.
Now it's Renesmee's turn. And I do have his character sheet. Just let me move it from Karloff to fucking.
Let's see, what level are you right now?
You can leave it.
I put Renesmee
there.
at 12.
Okay.
Yeah, which matches the party, which makes sense.
Yeah. Because I feel like he'd either match the party or be 2 levels above, and I forgot that we're not at 10 anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe I
unlike-
should give
unlike
this guy a little
Mikhail.
bit more health.
Unlike Mikhail, Renesmee is carrying
Varis
a
is
little.
kinda fucking him up, Mikey.
Oh, dog, high key. After I
Wait,
saw
shut
all
up.
of that damage,
May was trying to say something. What?
I was saying, unlike Mikhail's wet terrain syndrome,
What?
Renesmee is carrying some extra weight in his
In his what?
his trousers.
No.
He's carrying
You
some-
Stop.
Are you insinuating that he is well
dump you.
hung?
Stop.
I'm
oh,
saying
a dump, a
I'm
dump
saying he's
truck.
insinuating that he is
I'm
any
saying he's
hunk.
fat himself, dog.
Can we continue with the combat, please?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry to
It
interrupt.
gave me enough time to pull up Renesmee's sheet into crystals and
You're
stuff.
welcome.
Jesus Christ.
So he's got. I know he has some aura, but where is the aura? Okay.
Rowan Zero has an aura because he's a paladin.
Yeah.
Yep.
All friendly creatures within 10 feet of me have a +3 bonus to all saving throws. Cool. And
That mitigates my curse.
the people within 10 feet of Renesmee can't be frightened. Those are his 2 auras. Keep those in mind, because I will forget to remind you.
Okay.
This is a promise. I will forget to remind you.
Okay.
I will not remember.
I am so goldfish brained right now. Anyways, he can only move 30 feet, so he'd have to sprint. I think he's gonna sprint.
Yeah, old man,
Boop.
get over there.
Away we go.
Go.
And he can cast. Oh wait, no. Never mind. He's gonna cast Misty Step as a bonus action.
Oh, so he
just
doesn't
to-
actually have to run.
Yeah. So and then he's gonna smack it. He's gonna smack it. That's
SpongeBob karate chop.
Hey-ya!
Hey-ya!
The fuck
Does
is
a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit.
Cool. He deals 9 damage, and because I can't do any smite on him right now, that's all he does.
It's Anemone's turn.
Oh fuck! I
Yay.
forgot we were bringing the child with us.
Fireball.
Well, she doesn't know fireball. She knows firebolt.
Yet. She doesn't know fireball yet.
She will know
Level.
fireball.
Dude.
Also, Noah, you are not within Renesmee's aura.
Oh.
You're like 5 feet out of the ring.
Okay. After
right, yeah.
an enemy's turn, it's mine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because now it's starting to whine pretty good.
Okay.
She needs to get up. She needs to go out.
So she's just gonna cast, like, using her wand, she's gonna cast Firebolt. She's going to help.
Oh boy.
Like fiberball.
Yeah.
Fireball!
She thinks she's helping.
What a cutie.
What an adorable little baby.
I
Like
was
sails through the air and makes like a fart noise as it hits the enemy. Does like 1 damage.
I would say
What's-
just give me like a dex save.
I thought it was a roll to hit.
I don't know,
Mhm.
not
It is a roll to hit.
for
Yeah, Firebolt
Firebolt?
is a roll to hit.
I didn't know.
Firebolt?
Firebolt is a roll to hit, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I was waiting.
it's a fucking 16.
He looks at the Firebolt and blows some wind at it, and it just stuffs out.
What a dick!
That's so rude.
He deflected my firebolt!
But now everyone knows that that Anemone is also trying to help with the combat. Alright.
Oh boy.
Just
Tom
wait for Tom to get back.
is
Yep, I'm here. No, I'm
Oh,
going to do my
okay.
turn, then I'm going to go.
okay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Well, now, because my turns are pretty quick.
Okay.
Okay. I'm attacking Great Weapon Master, Reckless.
Mm-hmm.
Actually gonna. Is it alright if I
Fine.
move Renesmee a
Correct.
little bit?
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, so that's one attack that hits. And that's a natural 20.
Nice.
Oof.
Okay. And the third attack. A 17 does not hit, correct?
No, it does not.
I will use the last of my inspirations. And that's another nat 20. Okay. So for the first attack, that's going to be 20, 29.
Damn.
Second attack, I get an additional D6 because of brutal critical. So that's 17. I'll just roll my D6 right here. Come on, open up your stupid dice thing. Ah, there you go. 5. So that was 9, 5, 14, 28. 28 plus 8 is 36. 46, 49 for the second hit,
Woo!
and the third hit is going to be, that's 9, 11, 22, 32, 34 for the third.
Jesus
God
fucking
damn.
Christ.
And two
It's
nat 20s
just
is
a druid.
crazy.
It's just a druid.
They
Fucking
jump
Christ.
at me!
So that
They
would
jump
be-
at me!
So that would be 106 damage total.
He's not looking at full health, but not too hurt to where he's gonna be disappearing at this very moment.
Bro, it's
Yeah.
just a druid. Come on, what the fuck?
He's just a whittle guy, and it's his birthday, you
He's just a-
guys.
He's just a
Who's
bony
square,
dude.
by the way? Oh, that's your aura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, is that
Yeah, that's my aura,
Orb
bitch.
farming.
is that your turn, Tom?
He'll say, "You're barking up the wrong tree."
Great. You get an
Oh my
inspiration.
God.
That's what the monster sounds
Woo!
like.
Thrin.
That's what the
Varus.
monster sounds like.
Yeah, sure. They heard the joke, and
Real?
that's how it sounded.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right, now it's Varus' turn.
Hell yeah, we are so back. Let's kick this motherfucker's teeth in. Alright, we're gonna move here. Completely unnecessary. I just want to do it so I get flanking with Renesmee instead of Ashton. And
Varus's fantasy is to double team someone with Renesmee.
That is
Whoa.
okay. Stop being
In
sexual
combat!
themed.
In
Sexual
combat!
themed.
Varus is fighting with a legendary hero. He's geeking out right now. This shit is awesome. But yeah,
Versus Pantheon's
we're gonna
possible,
do
right?
exactly the same shit that we did last time. Advantage short sword. That's a nat 20 because the 19 counts as a nat 20. Oh yeah, it actually says that it had. It's cool that D&D Beyond actually notes that. That's kind of awesome.
All right.
So yeah, we're going to be doing 13. Why did it roll? Oh, I guess
It
did it
was-
roll? Did it roll all of them? Hang on.
Yeah, you on frickin' Roll20, it rolls it all together for some reason.
Oh, I see. Okay, so then it would be 13 plus that for 27. 22 plus 7 for 13. Yeah. Oh, and that's undoubled, I guess. So yeah, that would be 54 for the first attack. And then, unless it was doubling the dice there already, which I don't think it was. No, it wasn't, because it was 5 dice. If it doubled the dice, it would have been 10 dice. I only saw 5 dice get
Yeah.
rolled. Okay. Then number 1. And number 2. Okay, 26 hits, so this is non-crit. For 13. Or 30. Why is. Hang on. This is 13. Yeah, so I guess it's 30 then. Because I guess it's 17, 13. Yeah, I'm going to take their word for it. And then Shackles of Bloodletting for another d4 to myself. Another max damage
Max-
on myself.
Jesus.
Hilarious. That is a 13 and a 4. 22 hits, though. For a total of 11 plus 20 for 31.
Damn.
I'll be beating this motherfucker's ass. Damn! Alright. I rolled like so high on my sneak attack and piercing damage for all of those. But yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Next is Triton.
Okay, 1 second. I'm sending out a thing.
I'm gonna
In the
remove
chat.
Amber
Alright,
from
I'm
the
done.
turn order.
So Strain's gonna
Popcorn.
put up his fists like a professional boxer up in here.
Okay.
He's going to gonna punch this guy. He's
Yeah.
gonna punch him hard, really
Okay.
hard, in fact, almost to the point where it's It's a 20. Does a 20 hit? Dirty 20.
It does.
Hell yeah, brother. Let's go. The damage is a 10. That's for the one punch. So he's guarding his hand with his forearms like a fucking boxer would, and then he's gonna punch the dude. And then we'll do another flurry here. Ooh, this is a 26 hit, my guy.
Yes, it does.
Cool. How exciting. So that 2 sevens. So one punch left hook, one punch right hook. Bam. Bop.
That's your turn?
Yup.
Alright, Belle.
Bell is just gonna look around and be like, Jesus Christ, everybody looks like they're doing a lot of damage. Guess it's my turn. And then walks up. Oh, I'm not selected. We'll walk up and he's gonna touch this
Oh
guy.
my god.
How hard is he gonna
As his
touch
hand
this
looks
guy?
like it starts to emit necrotic. He transmutes it to lightning damage. And it's not even a roll to hit, it's a roll to save. Constitution. What does this bro get? Brother fails. Okay, and he's gonna do max damage because he's using his last charge. Oh god. Oh my lord. Okay, Bell. Pop the fuck off. Because I'm casting this at level 5. That does 60 damage off rip.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta make him throw
Mhm.
it back, dude.
That shit hurted. That's Bell's turn.
Okay, now it's the monster's turn.
He's gonna look around. Looks very angry. And then he raises his hands, seemingly to prepare something. And by the start of his next turn, can y'all see this?
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the area he's about to do damage to. It's about to be mad damage in this small area. So do what you want before his next turn.
Okay, Cathos' turn. So I will actually have him cast Divine Smite as a bonus action as he goes to hit this fucking guy at 4th level. So, initial attack. That is a with advantage. That's a natural 20. That's 86 damage. And then he's gonna attack again for his second attack, but no branding or no smite this time. 26, I assume is gonna hit, babe.
Yes, it is. Bro's AC is 18.
Okay, I didn't remember. Goldfish brain. You gotta remember that.
No, I know.
6 plus 7. 44 damage.
And babe, not the first time you made me gulp, but damn, in different context.
What?
And then, so you said he's preparing an attack, right?
Yeah, he's preparing 15-foot square.
Does this mean that if we step out of his attack of opportunity, that we are gonna get hit? By this
No,
guy?
right
No?
now he is
We're safe.
foregoing the attack of opportunity for preparing this massive AoE spell.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it that you like lose your reaction to prepare an action?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
weapon. Just so you know, Damon has inspiration.
For that.
Cathos takes a step back though, out of the death range, and that is his turn. Now it's Mikhail's turn.
After that shocking performance from the previous turn that he had. He kind of feels the spark coming off of his leather gloves, and he's reinvigorated with a sense of power as he finally isn't, like, eating shit in a fight. And as a matter of fact, they're kind of beating the fuck out of this giant monster as he kind of presses his palms together and charges up a upcasted lightning bolt using a 5th level spell slot.
All right.
Walking in.
I'm gonna need you to roll dexterity saving throw.
Yep. Of course, that's a fail.
Oh, let's go
Ooh.
take 34 fucking damage, bitch!
Get zapped,
Ow.
motherfucker.
I'm in pain.
Is
I
that
think he can last a round.
Mikhail's turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then it's Renesmee's turn, so... Okay. So, gonna swing with the short sword. That's a 14. That does not hit, but he has another attack. So...
He also has
swing
advantage.
again. Oh, he does have advantage. In that case, that's his first attack that hits. He deals 7 damage with the short sword, and an extra 1 damage from improved divine smite, and then with a bonus action, where is his smite? Where the fuck is it? No. Thunderous smite. He then deals 5 thunder damage with smite. Additionally, they must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away from Renesmee and knocked prone. So, weapon? Strength
What is
saving
the
throw?
strength? Yes. Sorry about that. The DC is 15. He succeeds with a dirty 20.
Fuck.
You
Okay.
might want to have it out of there.
And then, yeah, Renesmee is gonna... He's gonna... 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30... Yeah, he's gonna move... this way.
Alright.
And that's Renesmee's turn.
Anemone's turn again! Yippee! Let's see if she...
I will say this, babe.
Yeah.
As you're looking at the monster as an anemone, the bones that are protruding look broken,
Oh.
possibly lowering his AC.
Yeah, let's go! Does a 16 hit this time?
It does now.
Yay!
Hey, let's go.
She can actually fucking do a little bit of damage. That's 8 damage!
So, how I did this whole charging up attack, there's a damage threshold, right? And once it succeeds the damage threshold, it's something of a break. Anemone's final hit was able to do enough damage to break his concentration from this.
Nice.
As his arms fall, and he looks down, head weary.
Alright, it's Ashton's turn.
Okay, here we go. Once I find my sheet. Okay, here we go. Of course, relentless and great weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so close. Okay, so the first one, 19, that hits. Second one, doesn't hit. Third one does hit. So I got 2 coming at you. So 11 plus 16 plus 20. So it'll be 37, 57 plus. So 63 damage.
Don't even bother rolling the next bit.
Okay.
How do you want to do this?
Let's go!
All right.
Let's go.
So as he is raging, he is just slicing and dicing and screaming, I just want to be loved. Why can't I just be fucking loved?
And you guys are officially out of combat.
Ashton's still attacking.
As you're
Just
still
attacking the
attacking,
corpse.
the phylactery in its chest starts to crack more and more, and once you get to your fifth swing, it slices the phylactery into splitting in half. A green pulsating energy comes out in a bamf, quick, enough to blow everyone's hair and clothes starts billowing. He starts to disintegrate, but you keep on attacking.
Mhm.
Oh, that's not good, is it?
No, he's just gone. His body is disappeared.
Well,
Wasn't the point to recover the phylactery intact?
I mean, that's what I thought.
Man, weren't we going to destroy them anyway? I don't really know what the plan was with that.
Well,
Can
destroyed
Mikhail roll history to try and remember what we were supposed to do?
I mean,
Or
you guys were going to just collect the phylacteries. I don't know what you fucking do with the things after you collect them, so.
I mean, technically, if you destroy all
You-
5 of them,
Yeah, it
But
makes the mortality disappear.
The Lich does now know that one of the phylacteries are destroyed.
Yeah.
Well, there's two
That's why we
phylacteries
didn't want to
destroyed.
destroy them.
Remember, there's already 2 phylacteries destroyed.
No.
Oh.
2? No.
No.
The what's it called, right? Wasn't
The
it
wall is
destroyed?
intact.
No,
We
the-
claimed that one. It's
yeah,
intact.
you guys
What is
already
it?
have that
Right.
one.
But now
Yeah,
that this
I
was
forgot about
destroyed,
that.
they're aware that someone is getting rid of them.
Yeah.
In
And
that
that's
case-
the problem.
Mikhail is going to start storming over. And he's gonna grab Ashton by the shoulder.
Ashton, still in his rage form, just glares.
Mikhail is matching his glare. He is pissed.
What?
Do you have any idea what you just did?
I don't know. Couldn't be as bad as, flooding an entire city.
Mikhail's eye is twitching, and on the other side of this argument, Renesmee kind of perks up. I'm sorry?
Flooding a whole city? What do you...
Yeah. Why don't you just tell him the truth? For once in your fucking life, tell the truth. It might actually be freeing.
Ashton, what the hell is wrong with you? You've been acting
You-
strange all day. What the fuck is wrong with you?
He just slams the greatsword into the ground, reverts back to his normal form, kind of sways a bit as he walks off.
Cathos is going to look at the group with a serious look on his face. What did he mean by flooding a whole city?
The phylactery was embedded inside of the dam inside of the Empire. When it got removed, the dam was crushed and flooded the entire city. We didn't exactly have much of a choice.
Cathos seems to actually be at a loss for words and looks at Renesmee.
Renesmee is staring at Varis with a difficult to understand emotion on his face. You could roll an insight to try and decipher it.
Sure, why not? That's a 21.
I would too.
I'll wait until Mae's rolled as well.
That's a 6. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's a 10.
Okay. Varis, Renesmee seems disgusted and deeply hurt. But there's also a hint of recognition in his gaze, as if remembering something that someone had once said to him, similar to what you had said.
Believe me, if there was another option, we would have considered it, but there wasn't one. It's either that, or we let the Lich roam free, and that could honestly cause the same, if not more, damages. It was not an easy decision for any of us.
In fact, I kind of tried to lean towards not doing it, but at the time he just stares. He stares off.
And I'm sure when the world ends, everyone who turns to you to ask if it could have been prevented will be thoroughly pleased by your explanation.
He's actually gonna walk to your side, Varis, showing that he stands with you in the decision because he also believes that the ends justify the means.
I kind of blocked out what happened in my mind after it had been done, but in the days passing after that happened, it crept back into my mind, and it has been admittedly eating at me. I don't know if anyone would believe me, but I do genuinely despise the fact that it came to that in the end.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me that you actually feel bad for what happened?
I do. I don't know if you of all people would believe me,
No,
but
I can believe it. It's shocking as all. I never expected you of all people to have empathy for the dead.
things are changing.
I
I'm
see
not
that.
entirely sure how I feel about it.
It's
I'm
progress, that's for
feeling-
sure.
I'm feeling things I have not felt before, admittedly. Normally, I try and put things like this past me for my own sake. But at a certain point, I think the dam just breaks.
Well, it is a start, at least. I'm actually really glad to hear that.
Right.
He's gonna walk up and put a hand on Mikhail's shoulder.
Mikhail originally had been glaring off in the direction that Ashton stormed away, but he was still listening as Varis was talking about the whole deaths of the people, and his face kind of shifted as he visibly, frowned and his eyebrows relaxed and his entire expression softened, and he seems to be in a distant place right now.
If your eyes ever meet Varis's, you will see a sorrowful almost expression that you have never seen plastered on his visage before.
I'm gonna say that Mikhail maybe sees it in his peripheral. He can't look anyone in the eyes right now.
He's
Maybe
still
I could
smiling
possibly
like he
see it?
normally does, but his eyes are completely devoid of happiness.
As that happens, Renesmee, you feel a familiar feeling, something you have not felt since Strahd.
Mm-hmm. No!
My glorious overlord.
Aren't you dead?
No.
No, there were
he's a
3.
demigod.
There were 3. Only 2 died.
Where is he? Where is he?
He appears. We don't have a token, but he appears right next to you. He goes, "It is so good to see you back in
Oh,
action."
sweet, merciful Ratatusk. Please don't do that again. You scared the daylights out of me.
But why not, my glorious overlord? It was absolutely wonderful to see you in action again.
That will not be a common occurrence.
Cathos is gonna wave to the
Oh,
First-
little boy, it is so good to see you again. Come here.
No, wait, wait, wait,
He, like,
wait, wait.
He picks him up and he like tosses him up in the air, like as if he's like a small child.
I'm not a kid.
You used to giggle at this.
This isn't fun.
Just leave. Yeah. Boris leaves Mikhail after attempting to console him. He goes back up to Renesmee to ask for his short sword back and sees the companion and is like, "Who the fuck are you supposed to be? How did you get here?"
You can see like he's if you don't remember what he looks like, he's in a loincloth. He is like perfectly tan, muscles
I actually have
glistening.
that picture saved. 1 second.
Yeah.
I'll send it in crystals and stuff.
And he has a helmet on. I am a servant of our dear Renesmee here.
Oh, I see. You're someone who was accompanying him on the journey to defeat Strahd. Interesting.
Somewhat.
Technically, yes. But my glory overlord has done so well for us. You know, we still cheer you on every time you and I.
Okay, that's enough. That please, not in front of people. I would rather you stop talking about that altogether. Actually,
Anemone is just
Renesmee
standing
is
there
really cool,
looking
I'll
at him.
admit, but I'm sure the glaze is kind of unnecessary.
what?
Oh, look, another small
What do you think
child.
about glazing?
Come here, little one.
She's gonna hold onto
Mikhail?
Mikhail, like, and kind of shuffle behind him a little bit.
Mikhail's also gonna, like, put a hand out. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh, don't you worry. I am great with children. Aren't I, Cathos?
Yeah. Maybe don't go throwing people up in the air though. It's not as fun anymore.
I think she would love that.
I
If
beg to differ.
I may
Boris looks
suggest,
at Anemone and shrugs.
maybe instead of, picking up the kid and throwing her in the air, why don't you give me a try? He opens his arms wide.
Okay. The Solar, and I do have the stat block for this. Solar will walk over to you, and what's your weight?
Good question. How much does my boy weigh?
Did you write it down in his character
I
sheet?
did. It's in, is it, extra? No, it's, fuck. Where do I find it? Where would it
Notes.
be? Notes.
Or background. It's actually in background.
Oh, yeah, it's background. He weighs 320 pounds.
Oh my god!
Okay.
He is, he's 7'9" and weighs 320 pounds. Pure muscle, baby. Oh my god, and he's 25 years old. Wow.
He's actually the same age as Cathos, I think.
Oh shit.
Which gives me cool writing ideas.
Wait, who?
Hmm.
Okay.
Triton.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cathos
Triton's
is 25.
Yeah, Triton's 25.
Yeah,
He
they're
weighs
both 25.
320, and he's 7'9".
Okay. He picks you up, and he throws you up in the air about 5 feet.
This is so awesome.
Like, every time he catches you, like, he goes a little bit further. But he keeps
Do it again, do it
doing
again.
So,
Cathos is just gonna watch this happen, and he's gonna maybe we should head back into town and.
I will be taking my leave, though, but I just wanted to say it is great to see you back in action, my glorious overlord.
Right. Please, take your time in your travels.
Oh, we will. We will. And say hello to Irina for us.
As he's leaving, Triton's gonna extend a hand. And it's like, well, it's been a pleasure meet. Oh, he's gone.
He does that.
A lot.
All right. Well,
Sorry,
Anyway,
Cathos.
It's
Anyway, why
fine.
was I here? Oh, right, I need my short sword back.
Not Mikhail, Renesmee will hold the short sword away from your grasp for a second and put his hand up. I cannot pretend to know what you are all going through, but I understand on some level the difficulty of making decisions that won't be purely seen as good. There is an important distinction between inaction and willful action that causes harm to others, however. And you would do well to keep that in mind. His tone is kind of stern, like a disappointed father lecturing his son.
Varis looks at Renesmee for a second before saying something. In my youth, I had heard stories from my parents about wandering adventurers, traveling the land and saving people and stopping evildoers. I looked up to them and wanted to be like them one day. After, long story, I left my town where I was born and raised. I thought that maybe, after learning how to fight and going on my own, I could be one too. But after I have spent my entire life pursuing that, it's not even that I can't say that it lived up to my expectations, it's just that I don't think I can consider myself a hero after everything that I have done.
That's good. You
Varis looks
shouldn't want to be considered a hero. Nobody should want to be a hero, because heroism is painful, and it's a lot of sacrifice and betrayals. As he glances over at Cathos with guilt in his eyes.
He's kind
And
of like standing there awkwardly.
it is not something that people should want for irresponsibly. If you want to be a hero, you have to know the kinds of pains that go into it. Don't be like me. And he hands you the sword and starts walking away.
He nods and starts walking off as well.
Cathos kind of breathes out. Well, that was awkward.
No kidding.
Let's head back into town.
Well, the good news is we got 2 out of the 4 phylacteries dealt with.
I can hardly say that we got this one.
Lord destroyed it, if anything.
Well, like I said, we dealt with them.
Fuck. What am I going to do?
Varis
Well,
stops
first thing-
as he's walking away as though he's realized something and then yells out, "Oh fuck, the Lich knows where we are now!"
And Mikhail puts his hand on his eyes and just starts rubbing his face as he is like,
Hey, man, it's all right. We'll
it's not all right.
we'll figure it out.
It's. What if he comes here? He did less to the Fey Town just for us snooping. What's going to happen to New Crest Hill?
If he comes to New Crest Hill, we can handle it.
I don't think no offense, Cathos, but I don't think you understand what this guy's all about.
He launched meteors the size of countries.
5 of them on a small village. Just because we were snooping in his business.
Well, I guess
The
then.
Archer notices this guy, I believe.
I guess we would have no choice but to relocate and evacuate everybody to possibly just going to Barovia. That would be our safest option if he's going to come here.
Mikhail's going to crouch down and just put his hands on his head as he's like trying to think. He squeezes his eyes shut. He's like, okay, relocate to Barovia. Barovia's been strawed free for 25 years.
And if he already knows where we're headed, he could potentially end up fortifying his defenses.
That's another thing. The other places that we're going are probably going to be more difficult to access now.
That, and I think we need to find alternative routes instead of the obvious ones.
Yes, we could get ambushed, but off-roading on a rickety wooden cart is extremely difficult. We'd have a better time going on foot, but our travel would be much slower and inconvenient, and by the time that we actually got there...
Well, there's no point stressing out about it out here. Let's head back into town. I can talk with my mom and Lila, and we can come up with a plan.
Well, first things first, really. We need to deal with a little dog situation here.
If
Then
I
I
get
guess we'll
involved in
head
this
out.
situation, I'm going to get very violent.
Let me try to talk to him.
Good luck. He's a
Yeah.
lost cause.
Well, don't say that. Alright.
Temper.
He's gonna
Would
walk over
Ashton
there.
have heard that?
Yeah.
Depends on how far into the forest he went.
He didn't go very far.
Mikhail wasn't trying to hide his words. He was very angry.
Yeah, you just see
Lots of
Ashton
passion.
sitting against a tree, his knees to his chest, rocking back and forth.
Hey man, are you you doing alright?
No, I'm not.
What's with you? You've been acting strange all day.
Do you really want to know the truth?
I mean, if it's the root of all these problems, then yeah, I do. Need to get this straightened out.
After our bodies switched back, and I woke up, Amber's head was laying on my shoulder. And I he runs his hand through his hair, and he just goes, and I've never felt so warm before. And I've always had this, I don't know how to explain it, this void, this emptiness inside of me. And I realized what it was. I never had anyone. I never had what you have. And feeling that, knowing that I'll probably never feel that again. And then seeing Mikhail throw away a long time friendship, something something I have dreamed of having my entire life. He just threw it away for stupidity's sake. I'm so angry and frustrated all of the time, and I try to act like I'm happy, goofy, and running around. But I just...
Train's gonna kneel down to you, and he's gonna put his hand on your shoulder. Listen, I can't quite say that I've been in your same predicament, but I have felt a similar way. It may not be as extreme as what you're going through, but there were times where I felt like I was alone, and now I'm surrounded by people who care about me. At least I like to think that way. And these people here, I consider them my friends, and you are a part of that. You are also my friend. Now, I don't know I don't know how to help really your situation of filling that void, but at least, maybe this could be a start. And Train's gonna open up he's gonna open up his arms for a hug.
Okay, let's see how Ashton's going to react to this. D20. Okay, so Ashton is going to tackle hug you, ugly crying.
Hey, it's all right. See, we're gonna work all this out, but I need to know that you're gonna be all right from here. All right? I'm gonna be here for you, just like I'm trying to be here for everyone else. But I want you to know that we can't have you lashing out at everyone like that unprovoked. It's really not cool. And frankly, it hurts all of our feelings, and I know it kinda got to Mikhail a little bit, kinda saw it, not gonna lie. But you can't be saying stuff like that. It's really rude.
He nods. Snot dripping down his face. Ah!
He's gonna pat your head gently and he's gonna say, "Everything's gonna be all right, man. We're gonna get through this. We just we need to we need to keep the level head is all. I'm doing my best here."
He
So,
just sniffles and nods.
what do you say we catch up with the group and I could try and perfect my hash brown recipe.
Uh, um, when you're at the bottom, the only way to go is up.
Couldn't have said it better myself. In fact, I actually wrote that down somewhere in my journal.
Can can you write down something for me?
Sure.
My first master always really liked poetry and poems, and I have something, but I don't know how to write.
All right. He's gonna tear off a piece of paper from his journal and prepares to write.
Okay, and I will send it to you. Actually, I will send it to everyone. I don't want fairy tales or fleeting warmth. I want someone to see the rot beneath my ribs and to stay away, to kiss the cold in my chest without flinching, to love me not in spite of the damage, but because of it. I want to be wanted when I'm at my worst, when I am silent and shaking, when the shadows in my mind scream louder than my voice ever could. I want a hand that doesn't tremble when it reaches into the dark to find me, a love that doesn't run when I bleed or break or beg. I'm tired of being almost, of being tolerated. I want someone who sees the monster in me and whispers, I'm not afraid. I just want to be loved.
And as Triton finishes this poem, he rereads it and he resonates with it a little bit. And he understands a part of what's going on.
Ashton's gonna walk back over to where he planted the sword into the ground, pick it up, and then, you know, wait for Triton and walk with him.
So he's gonna pick himself back up and he's gonna walk by Ashton.
Yeah, actually, Ashton is going to sprint ahead to Mikhail and say,
Oh no.
Mikhail,
Oh no.
Okay. Before you do that, can I Can I do one thing first? Because Renesmee was talking with Cathos while Triton and Ashton were having their convo. Renesmee's kind of like, well, that was a particularly exhausting workout.
Good to be back in the fight, huh, old man? And he's gonna elbow Renesmee.
Yeah. What is your plan with these jovial folks?
I've kind of just been helping them out. I actually have to head out on a mission to help them not too long from now that my mom doesn't know about.
Your mom doesn't know about because...
I don't think it would be good for her to know what kind of mission I'm going on.
Right. What do we do with them? If you're going on your own, they're not accompanying you?
Oh, no, I figured that me and Lila could handle it.
Just the two of you?
Yeah, why not?
I think it might be a better idea if the two of you stayed back here and let the newer ones handle it.
If I let you in on what we're doing, will you promise not to tell my mother or Archer?
And that depends on how dangerous this is and whether or not you think you can actually handle it versus if you can.
I know I can handle it.
We're
going after a vampire.
Alright. Is this anything else I should be worried about?
No, but he put up a fucking hell of a fight when we were all fighting him last time.
Right.
But I know I can handle it. I got the Sun Sword. I'm good. I got it.
I'm sure your mother would not want you going for mostly emotional reasons, if I'm entirely honest.
Which is why I didn't tell her.
I know that she knows that you can handle it yourself. That's not the issue. It's not my place to parent you on her behalf, or to permit you on her behalf to go anywhere. I'm not going to stop you from going, but I will have to tell her.
Can at least
I can't
wait.
Keep secrets from her, Cathos.
Can it at least wait until after me and Lila leave? Please?
I'll think about it.
Alright.
It has taken so much work to try and regain her trust over the years, young man. You don't understand. The kind of things we had to go through. It wouldn't be fair of me to keep this from her. Not after everything I did.
Alright.
And then, yeah, that's kind of where I would assume Ashton would be back.
I mean, imagine if Archer wasn't there to console Alana.
I'm pretty sure someone would have to hold her back from Renesmee, like, you let him go where?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as the group is walking, Ashton is going to run up to right in front of Mikhail. Tom?
I gotta try.
Yeah.
Yeah, voice.
Mikhail,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry for being an asshole. I'm sorry for not being able to control my anger and my frustrations, and I lashed out at you, and I'm sorry. You didn't deserve that.
This is new.
I'm not going to ask your forgiveness. I'm just saying that I'm sorry. You have every right to hate me for what I've just done, and I wouldn't blame you if you did.
Ashton, if this had just been the snarky comments from earlier or the discussion we had this morning, I wouldn't have cared. I am... You remember what happened at the Fae Town with the Lich?
Yes.
All that danger, all that death and destruction.
Yes,
Now
I
that we've
do.
not only disobeyed what he considers, or they consider, an order, but we've threatened their life, what do you think could happen to New Crest Hill? Because that's where the phylactery was closest to.
I mean, it is also possible that they don't know if it was us. That just one of their phylacteries was destroyed by a creature that was messing things up around the town, where there are powerful people.
To be
Right.
fair, he does have a point.
Right,
It could've-
because
We still have one phylactery intact.
that explanation is flimsy at best.
It doesn't excuse what I did, but maybe it's a silver lining.
Mikhail is going to pat Anemone on the shoulder and kind of like try to guide her behind him to go hang out with Varis.
You'll go.
Yeah. They put
And
pancake.
he's gonna like gesture for the rest of the party to go on without them. Like a shoo-shoo kind of motion.
All right then.
And he's gonna turn around and take a deep breath. And then turn back around to face Ashton. And he gets in real close and starts whispering as quietly as possible. I was going to try and set up Anemone to stay here. I had originally planned on setting her up in the Fae village because I figured that no one would ever know that they existed and that she would be safe until we returned. Both of my contingencies are now in great peril. And one of them was because of you.
His ears droop and his tail kind of curls up.
Mikhail closes his eyes and just kind of like squeezes his fist tightly. I do not understand you. Just as you do not understand me or how I was raised. I know you have suffered. And you have brought to my attention that it's possible that I suffered as well. Anemone would have suffered at Leto's hands had I not stepped in. And I did not want to step in. Because I didn't think that what had happened to me was wrong. I deserved to go through that suffering. It made me the person I am today. I should have suffered. It was what was supposed to happen. But it was not supposed to happen to her. As he points to the general direction where the party had continued walking. She was supposed to be safe. She was supposed to be pure, unharmed, like a flower in the wilderness. That's what was supposed to happen. Leto, that God's forsaken bitch, is not the person I grew up with. He's nothing like what you should have known. He's nothing like what Anemone had known when we met him. There's something deeply wrong with him after I brought him back alive, and sometimes I wonder if it had been better if I left him to rot as a corpse on the road. just like the rest of my friends and family for years, because that's what thieves do. We kick bodies into sewers and we don't give a shit. So me pushing him away was the best thing for me, you, and her. And you come to me and you talk down to me, your master. You come and talk down to me about doing something weak like that. You know me, but you don't know me. And he kind of like starts to cough a little bit as he's kind of choking on his words, and he puts a hand up to pause himself.
Ashton immediately hugs you and says, I want to know you.
He kind of like freezes up a little bit.
I don't want to be angry anymore. I don't want to feel this anymore. I don't want to be angry with you. I don't want... if I could take back those words, I would. This isn't who I am. This isn't who I want to be. I like
Mikhail.
being the silly little guy. I like making people laugh.
Mikhail's gonna sigh and kind of slowly reach a hand up to kind of rest on the back of Asher's head. I'll admit, not everything that you said was undeserved.
The way I said it was.
No, I don't think it was. I have a lot that I need to learn. And I think I only know that now because of you.
So why don't we be better together? You help me and I help you.
Everything I touch, I poison. I can't.
Well, I'm already damaged goods, so there's not much more you can do to me. The only way for here is, from where I am, is up.
You're very strange. You know that, right?
Yeah. His
Right,
tail
well,
starts to wag when you say that.
he's gonna, like, gently pat Ashton on the shoulder and kind of pull away from the hug. Just, I don't know, keep doing what you're doing. I don't think I'll be as helpful as you want me to be. You really shouldn't have any faith in me, to be frank.
That's the thing about faith. It's... You don't have to have a reason.
That's stupid. As he says that, he kind of, like, gives you another pat on the shoulder and starts walking off. He had meant it as affectionate, but he couldn't muster up the smile that he wanted to.
If it would help, I mean, I can do what Lito was supposed to.
Train the kid?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
And I can do it without hurting her.
I would trust that much at least, but there's still the matter of... As he kind of, like, reaches a hand into his shirt pocket and pulls out a folded up note. And kind of looks at it for a while.
What's that?
It was something I was going to give to the kid if I couldn't say goodbye myself. I'm a better writer than I am speaker.
Do you want me to give it to her? It's okay, I won't know what's on it because I can't read.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We need to find a place to stay for the night. This has been a very long day, and I am pretty sure that none of us want to immediately start traveling. As he
Yeah.
kind of like puts the note back in his chest pocket and straightens his posture and tries to relax himself so it doesn't look like he was being all moody and emotional like usual.
You know that Renesmee guy, he kind of looked at, the enemy, and he was kind of angry that the enemy was with us. So maybe he could watch her.
I might talk to him about that later on. But
I mean,
I think he's had enough excitement for one night.
yeah, probably.
He might not even want to look at the rest of us after hearing what we did to that town. That city.
Well, that's probably another reason why an enemy should go with him.
Mikhail's gonna start walking to catch up with the group.
Ashton's gonna walk right beside him.
Would Renesmee follow the rest of them back to the household? Or head back?
I mean, Renesmee would go back to the household because A, he left Irina there, and B, he wanted to maybe try and mitigate some of the trouble that Cathos was going to get in with Alana.
Oh yeah, as soon as you guys get back to the household, you'll notice Cathos kind of slinks off to the right as, like, he was taking off his gear as they were, coming back, and he quickly tries to throw it up onto the roof overhang. And as he's trying to do that, like, the thump can be heard from the inside.
Renesmee had gone directly inside.
And Alana immediately, like, as soon as she heard the thump, she immediately got up and was about to go outside.
Which is good, because Renesmee's right there to stop her.
So, then he
Hey!
It's been a couple hours. Is everyone alright?
Yeah, we we found the phylactery. Renesmee's like visibly sweaty and disheveled.
Lila's gonna
Varis gives like a thumbs up. We did it.
Lila kinda has, that pose where it's like her face is being propped up by her two hands and she's like laying on the armchair. You look like you got in a fight.
I might have scrapped a little bit, helped out the youngsters. Whew.
When you say it like that, it makes you sound older than you actually are.
I mean, for Squirrel's sake, you're probably same age as me. You just choose to look younger.
And I look good doing it, as she flips her hair.
Ashton immediately bolts inside. Someone say squirrel?
Oh, right. My,
Raine has his 1,000-yard
patron.
stare at the mention of a squirrel.
Cathos is gonna try to shuffle in past everyone and hopefully be unnoticed by Alana. But unfortunately, Renesmee is not in the way enough to save him, and she's going to see him sneak in. Don't go
Thanks
anywhere,
for the
young
help,
man.
Cathos.
He like freezes up in the doorway. And he's gonna shuffle back. And she gives Renesmee a slight, glare.
Renesmee's gonna smile sheepishly and kind of like shrug his shoulders like, sorry, kind of facial expression as he kind of like walks back over to immediately like slump into the couch next to Irina with a woof.
That's a fireplace.
Oh, that's a fireplace.
He's so tired he doesn't even realize.
Yeah.
Lucas!
He bursts into flames.
Alana's gonna stand in the doorway and kind of glare at like her son, who's like standing there like, well, I've been caught. and then look at the rest of the party. Which one of you? And she's gonna like look between all of you, and then point at Mikhail. My son had said that you wanted to speak with me and him.
Right. Right.
Oh.
Yes.
An enemy?
She's
Can you come outside with me for a little bit, please?
she's gonna look at Mikhail and then at Ashton and then nod. As for the
Mikhail's
rest of
gonna-
you, there is an inn a little bit into town. You have free room and service there if you wish to stay here for the night.
Sounds fantastic.
Well, as long as we're not imposing.
No. Just I'm sure you've all had a rough day.
Well, I appreciate it, and I humbly accept your gesture.
She's going to gesture for Mikhail to follow, and Cathos kind of just sheepishly follows anyway, because he knows he's in trouble, but he has to be here for this conversation.
Oh, and one more thing.
Points at him and like laughs to himself, like he's in trouble.
One more thing, Miss. Before you leave, I'd like to claim responsibility. I convinced your son to come with us. I told him it was all right, and we could use his help, and we did. And he, if I may say, he helped out a lot. So
She kind of sighs, and I'm sure. I know what he's capable of.
I just thought you should know.
And then she's going to lead you into this fancy room with a piano in the corner.
Piano room!
Piano room.
I love piano.
She'll wait for you to enter and then close the doors after you enter, and there's like a nice little table right here. This is like a patio kind of area with the piano in the corner. So, what did you wish to discuss? I hope it's not the conversation that we had back at the ball.
No, that may have... What's the opposite of escalated? Simmered down.
Oh,
That
okay,
issue
right.
may have simmered down since we last spoke. It was mostly about the lich and the phylacteries. I did not want to disrupt your little party or cause a panic. Seeing as you seem to be the matriarch of this whole town situation. The phylactery that we were going to retrieve has been destroyed. Unintentionally. And my concern is the potential repercussions of the lich coming here as a result.
She kind of thinks for a moment. I believe we will be fine.
Right. Well, I'd rather you know and be prepared than not know and have your entire livelihood destroyed.
No. In a situation, I have plans upon plans for situations similar to this.
In terms of the rest of the phylacteries, the next one that we are headed to collect happens to be in the possession of a powerful vampire lord named Dimitri.
Cathos is gonna freeze up. And then Alana is going to tense up a little bit. Is that so?
Yes. Initially, we had a previous encounter with the supposed vampire lord, not really knowing much about his status. The main takeaway is that one of my cohorts was incompetent enough to leave him alive, and he escaped. It was only after the fact that we learned that he was in possession of one of the phylacteries, so we need to go after him, kill him, and take his phylactery.
Right. And I hate to point out the obvious, but you're bringing the child along with you for this.
Not necessarily. That was the other thing. Newcrest Hill, until someone intervened, he kind of glances out the door thinking about Ashton with a slight twitch in his eye. Seems like an isolated and safe community. I would perhaps be interested in finding a place that the child could stay and train safely without the threat of being dismembered again, or having her arms broken again, or having third-degree burns again, or bruises again. And he kind of trails on, remembering each injury that Anemone has had under his care as he kind of stares out the nearest window. It is very obvious from his facial expression that he is full of guilt and sadness and regret.
I believe one of us could take her in.
I know it's not my place to ask, especially after our last discussion.
No, it was a very terrible first impression.
I'm more of a fourth impression kind of person.
But I'm sure... I mean, we would gladly take her in. I'm sure Renesmee would offer as well. I would not trust her with Lila.
Did something happen with Lila?
No, it's just that she's very irresponsible.
Didn't get that feeling at all.
Oh, well, when you slash somebody's child because it's one of her mistakes. You'll get there.
I hope not. Anyways, I don't want to darken your doorstep any longer. It's uncomfortable asking for help. I will maybe talk to Renesmee tomorrow after everyone's had some rest, and maybe the rest of the group can explore Newcrest Hill a little bit.
Alright. Letting bygones be bygones, and forgetting our previous encounter. Please stop by in the morning.
Sure. Maybe next time I'll come with an apology.
I won't hold you to it.
Thank you.
She's gonna nod and open the door for him.
He's gonna walk on out. And then,
And then
go around the corner and
you're
wait
good-
for the door to close so he can eavesdrop.
Yeah,
naturally.
She's gonna hear, or she's gonna say, and you, and then she's gonna shut the door. And it's just a lot of scolding and lecturing.
But Mom, no!
Yeah, basically.
He's 25!
I can handle it. That's not the point!
But that is a good place to wrap up the session. And your assignments. I want to end it off. Your assignments. For a
homework now?
yes.
Yes.
For a free natural 20 on any roll of your choice, I want a writing piece from each of you.
Oh shit, really?
Yes.
Can it be about anything in particular?
Well,
Mainly
it was
about the escapades of what your character will be doing in New Crest Hill, interacting with like the old party members, or side characters that you really haven't gotten to meet. Like there's the kids of Renesmee, and just collaborate with each other. Try to find a writing piece for your character in New Crest Hill for like side stuff.
Oh, okay.
For Mikhail and Varis, on the other hand, it's going to be interactions with their old Strahd characters.
Yeah. Because like the main idea that I was told was like, oh, if your character is interacting with your old Strahd character, to avoid you just talking to yourself for like half an hour, you're gonna do a writing piece instead.
Exactly. But Tom and Yume don't exactly have previous Strahd characters. So the
I
idea
mean, I have quite a few of them.
those don't count. But
Strahd is dead, so you
Yeah.
can't use him.
in
I could use Irina.
Yeah.
I guess you could.
In any case, just a writing piece on your character in the escapades of New Crest Hill. You can collaborate with each other. I just want a writing piece from each of you.
If you do something with I said do. If you do in fact do something with Irina, Tom, I would like to tell you about the way that I characterized her versus the way you characterized her.
Oh, she changed in the meantime?
Well, I mean, I made her a little less horny on Maei and a little more nurturing and like wise.
Well, yeah, she got she got that itch out. Or she scratched that itch. Now she can be more
Okay.
like motherly and affectionate.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's your assignment, and that's where we're gonna end it. So everyone say bye-bye to the recording.
Bye-bye recording.
And that was episode 23 of Crystals and Stuff. We really hope that you enjoyed. As always, I've been the DM, Weapon has been the co-DM, Varis being played by Noah, Mikhail being played by Forrest, Tom playing Ashton, and Maei playing Triton. Now, we won't be having a crystal session for the next 2 weeks. We're going to be doing one-shots, so we hope that you guys are going to enjoy those as well. But then we'll jump right back into it on the 17th for us, and I believe that is going to be the 24th for you guys. Alright, see y'all. The intro and outro song is Finders Keepers from the Waterdeep Dragon Heist soundtrack by Travis Savoy.